In the early 1990s, I was a co-founder and member of the board of directors of Biocom, an organization that was originally founded by a group of CEOs and service providers to deal with the impact of the water drought and other issues impacting the potential growth of the life sciences industry in San Diego. By 1999, the organization was continuing to grow, and the board had decided to look for a seasoned biotechnology executive with public company experience to lead the organization. I didn't realize at the time that I was involved in making one of the most important decisions of my career, that decision to hire Joe Panetta as the president and CEO to grow and develop the organization. Joe has taken that mandate and truly exceeded our expectations. He has grown the internal organization to over 70, expanded Biocom's mission with offices in LA, San Francisco, Tokyo, and Washington, D.C., grown the organization to a total of over 1,400 members, and recently changed the name of the organization from Biocom San Diego to Biocom California in recognition of its representation of the life science industry across the state. The organization has developed a very strong public policy focus and is the voice on many issues that could negatively impact the life science industry. Joe and his team understand that innovation in the life science industry is what leads to breakthrough products to treat patient diseases. For those of you that don't know, Joe is an unassuming leader who is strongly results-oriented. He has built great teams both internally and with the board of directors and governors of Biocom California, which consists of senior-level executives of the life sciences companies across California. He is also a great consensus builder, which is an absolute necessity in an organization like Biocom California. Joe has a significant list of accomplishments and organizations with which he has been involved. He truly deserves this award based on his significant contributions to the life science industry, to San Diego, and to California.
Good afternoon. Thank you to my friend and mentor, David Hale, for that very kind and thoughtful introduction. What a generous, prestigious, and unexpected honor this is. That said, a Lifetime Achievement Award sounds like I'm ready for retirement. I don't feel that way at all. In fact, every day I wake up and I feel like I'm just getting started. In all seriousness, I'd like to thank Barbara Chodos, Jay Harn, and the entire San Diego Business Journal team for this humbling honor and for the great work that you do in our San Diego community. I'd also like to congratulate the other leaders nominated and being recognized today, as well as the many partners and colleagues that have made it possible for me to have reached this milestone. This has been a 33-year journey for me in San Diego, and it will be impossible to thank everyone who has impacted my life in just a few minutes, so please allow me to share a few personal stories. I grew up not here, but in the suburbs of Syracuse, New York, in a middle-class neighborhood, the oldest of 4 children. I suppose the cold, dark winters certainly shaped my childhood. Apparently, shoveling snow builds character, or at least that's what my parents told me. Here in sunny San Diego, I recall those days with pride. My parents raised us all in a loving home where we all had responsibilities, chores to do, yes, but beyond this, they expected us to study hard, to earn and to save money, and to get involved in meaningful outside activities. I delivered papers, joined the Boy Scouts, earned the Eagle Scout Award, which taught me to strive for the top and to be a leader. I was fortunate enough to attend one of the best public high schools in the area, where some great teachers supported my interest in science, specifically biology. I pursued this as a pre-med student at Lemoyne College in Syracuse. In fact, I met my soulmate and the love of my life, Karen, in 1975 when we both worked in the clinical lab at a local hospital. Karen and I were married in 1978, and by then I decided to get a master's in public health at the University of Pittsburgh to focus on my interest in environmental health science. By 1980, I was in Washington, D.C., as I knew that I wanted to work at the new U.S. Environmental Protection Agency as a policy analyst. I was absorbed in regulatory strategy, policy analysis, and interagency liaison. I felt that working in D.C., I had the potential to make a great impact and a difference for my fellow citizens, and I loved interfacing with my fellow analysts and with a brilliant EPA administrator, Ann Gorsuch, the mother of now Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch. After 5 years in D.C., I wanted to take my knowledge and experience to the private sector, so I joined a Fortune 100 chemical company in Philadelphia. By 1988, I was smitten by the biotechnology bug, and I was recruited to San Diego, where I took my ideal job as head of government relations and regulatory affairs for a young biotech protein expression company, Mycogen Corporation. I must stop and thank Al Kern for bringing me to San Diego and for my job with Mycogen, where we knew every day that we were building the future. I'll always appreciate your faith and trust in me, Al. Our visionary CEO at Mycogen, Jerry Calder, got me involved in the new Biocom San Diego back then. When we sold Mycogen, several board members asked me to take over as Biocom's first CEO. The rest, as they say, is history. Leading Biocom, now Biocom California, has been the most rewarding experience in my career. The first years at Biocom, I was guided by an incredible board and tremendous leaders, including the one and only David Hale, who had led our first biotech company, Hybridtech, and was the co-founder of Biocom San Diego, the visionary Bill Rastetter, the brilliant Tina Nova, and another one of my mentors, the legendary Dwayne Roth. Through the incredible support and guidance of these true entrepreneurs, we collectively blew on the embers of a fledgling biotechnology industry here in San Diego, previously known primarily as a quiet Navy town, to light a flame across the world. Those early days were filled with getting in front of governmental leaders to tell our exciting story. I love the challenge because I love to build bridges. I have a personal belief in the power of collaboration and connection, and to me, that is the magic of Biocom California. I'm standing here because of the tremendous support of so many Biocom board chairs, people like Magda Marquette, Tina Nova, Greg Lucier, and our current chair, Rich Pascoe, and all of the many others. Leaders who have always shared a vision of improving lives by building the most cutting-edge and vibrant life science ecosystem in the world. Living and working in San Diego has been the most personally meaningful experience I could have imagined. Besides building bridges, I like to build strong teams, and I've been given great freedom to do so. Through the unequivocal support of our board, we've expanded across the state and across the world. Today, Biocom California has offices in San Diego, South San Francisco, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., and Tokyo. Our mission is to accelerate life science success across California as the largest group of life science clusters in the world. The life science industry affects more lives, relieves more suffering, and reinvests more profits into innovation than any other in the world. This has never been more true than in the last year, when our members did truly amazing work developing the diagnostics, drugs, and vaccines to combat and defeat the SARS-CoV-2 virus. We must protect this incredible spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship for which our industry is known. Biocom California will continue to fight on behalf of new discoveries so that our companies can continue their work to improve human health around the world. I'll close by saying thank you to a few more folks. Now, I can't mention everyone, so please forgive me if I miss your name, but please know that I'm forever grateful to all with whom I've worked. I have to start with my community partners, Jerry Sanders, Mark Cafferty, and Mayor Todd Gloria. My heartfelt thanks to all of you for working with me, and without a doubt, I want to thank the amazing team at Biocom California, who are the fuel that keeps me going and who I'm so very proud of. They live for innovation, but more importantly, every day they demonstrate our values of pursuit of excellence, teamwork, partnership, and passion for the cause. And I wouldn't be here without my amazing wife of almost 43 years, Karen, and my two wonderful children, Lauren and Christopher. I'm so proud of each of you and so fortunate to have such a loving family. In closing, at a time when we are all living through events we have never experienced in our lives, let's be thankful for each other. Let's work together and celebrate each other. And if you can, please get vaccinated. Thank you all so very much for this award, and please do stay healthy and well.